Today I'm going to show you an oil change on a 2012 Ram 2500 with the 6.7 liter Cummins diesel engine. Start off with the oil, 15W40. Got the Shell Rotella here, synthetic blend oil. First thing you want to do, depending on where you're at, I've got a bunch of sand and crud on my garage floor right now. It is winter time. Get some cardboard down there. I like to pull off the intake tube that connects the air filter box to the turbo down there. And here, some people may be wondering, I've got a cord here. That's my block heater cord. I've had it plugged in all night. Actually helps with this, so doing the oil change isn't so bad. Yeah, it heats the coolant up, but the oil is also a bit warm. And I know you can't feel this obviously through the video, but this tube is very warm. I mean, even the top of the motor right now, engine, is warm. It's really nice. So if you live in a cold place, you don't have the block heater, get it. It's only, what, $20 to $30, depending on where you get it from. Go ahead and do that. To get this tube off, you just want to get the 8mm, maybe an extension on there. Go ahead, pull it off. It's just 2 hose clamps, and you're good to go. Set it aside. Real quick, I know somebody was asking what I use to plug up the tube here, because I have the oil breather on there now. You can see I just got a rubber end cap on there. That's all it needs. You don't need to clamp it down or anything. It's plenty tight. So that's on there. That's been on there for getting close to a year now. So just have the cord up here so it's a little out of the way. Oil filter down there. I like to go with the Cummins oil filters. Might be hard to see it. Maybe I'll show you when I pull it off. So with that said, ready to go under here. Oh, look how nasty it is. Look at all that salt. I've got this thing undercoated, so I'm not terribly worried, but you still hate to see it like that. Look at this. See all that crud? Ugh, that's salt. It's just nasty. That was road grime. Man, I hate seeing that. Anyway, okay, to the oil change. Okay, so it's actually really easy to change. I'm underneath the truck right now, obviously. All you have to do, that's my oil pan right there. All you have to do, get a socket wrench on here. Make sure the extension's out if you have an extension. Give you more leverage. And you just want to turn it, loosen. Of course, it's going to be difficult now. Just got to find the spot. Ow. Oh, that actually hurt. I should have gloves on, but I don't. Okay, so it's loose. And that freaking hurt. Anyway. And there you go. Actually, it's only, what, like in the mid-30s right now. It's actually kind of warm. It's only in the mid-30s. This oil feels relatively warm. So while this is draining out, I think I'm going to go ahead and wipe my hands off. Okay, so my oil is still draining out. It takes a while for 3 gallons, 3 sludgy gallons to drain out of there. In the meantime, while that's draining out, you can pull this thing off from the top, as long as you know what you're doing. It's not there anymore. You can pull it off from the top just like this. As long as you're careful, hold on to it, and no oil is going to come out. That's because it sets in there, and maybe you can't see it. Anyway, it sets in there. Nothing is going to fall out on you. Nothing's going to come out unless you drop it. you can pull it out while it's draining out of the oil pan. Pretty nice to be able to do that. Then you can go ahead and put the next one on. Take a little bit of oil out of, one of the new jugs. Rub it around the ring, and then tighten it up on there while you're waiting. And actually, one real quick thing I wanted to mention here. A lot of people will say that they like to pre-fill their oil filter with oil. Good for you, I guess. The reason there's a problem with that is it doesn't get a chance to filter through the way that it should. That oil filter is only going to be dry for half a second to a second before oil starts flowing through it when you turn the key and start it. There's going to be people that will probably comment and say, oh, I've always pre-filled my oil filter. I've got 300, 400,000 miles on my truck, no problem. I mean, good for you. That's really not the way you're supposed to do it. It does not get filtered. Yeah, the oil should be clean from the factory, from wherever you bought it from the store. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes there are impurities that are going to end up not getting filtered out. It's not the best idea to pre-fill that oil filter. And anybody who actually works on engines all the time will hopefully agree. Also, the manual calls for 3 gallons of 15W40. That's all that I'm going to put in. It doesn't need any more than that. When I fill it, it's going to be on the full line on the dipstick, and that's that. So, anyway, probably going to be some people getting upset about that, but that's the way it is. That's the right way to do it. So, anyway. Now that I have the drain plug on, I put it on. And now that I have it on, I'm going to go ahead get these 3 gallons of Shell Rotella in here. There's always something so satisfying about pouring fresh oil in. All right, the oil's in there, and I am ready to go. Go ahead, put the oil cap back on. Normally don't click it. That bothers me. The inner obsessive compulsive disorder me. Oh, now it's going to be crooked. All right. Perfect. Now it's facing the right way. Dipstick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This thing is huge, by the way. Go ahead, put it in. Oil's been in there a couple minutes. See if I can set the camera down at all. Focus. That's not going to focus. It is perfectly on the very top of the safe line right now. Perfectly. Trust me. So all I got to do now, go ahead and get that intake tube back on there. Call it a day. If you want, go ahead, stick around, watch the next video I'm going to put up. I'm going to change the fuel filter right down in there. Next. That's going to be my next video. I'll put a link to it in the description below, and you should be able to see it on the screen at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.